come with me as I head to Seattle to visit my friend for his wedding. This trip started off with me rushing to my gate only to find out that my flight got delayed for 3 hours. I also was a bit shocked at the price of foods at the airport. It has been a little while since I have traveled, so I kind of forgot about that part. I've never flown out of the Austin airport before, so I took some time to explore since I had a few hours to kill anyway. One of the slogans of this city is to keep Austin weird. And so I wanted to look around the airport and see in what ways that translated. So my flight got delayed. Apparently there was like an IT outage, and so that caused the crew to not be able to leave on time, and so yeah, so they're not even here, which is fine because I did book the earlier flight to give myself a little bit of extra room. It's not like I was like planning for it, but I kind of was. It is Mercury retrograde after all, so yeah, I am not stressing about it, and I know that everything happens for a reason and everything's always working out in my favor, and this redirect is here for a reason. So I'm just going to spend my time looking around at everything because there's lots of new things. Like I said, I have not been to this airport before, so and each airport's a little bit different, has their own kind of like flavor, if you will. So I'm just gonna walk around the airport and take a look at everything. I didn't get anything from here this time, but the last time I flew, I did get one of these items, and it was really good. I was actually really impressed by this. Yo, there's a salt lick here. Oh my god, it's so good. Thank goodness they had stores like this with, I mean, of course, the convenience foods and everything, but they had these fun stickers and books you could read while you're waiting.
The terminal at AUS. No skateboarding, no rollerblading of any kind. Thank you.
That was just funny to me that they had to make that announcement about the no skating or rollerblading inside the airport. I actually didn't buy any books because I didn't want to carry anything extra. Who is buying a cat scratcher at the airport? These little armadillos were so cute. They're super cheesy, but I kind of love. Have you ever had one of these scorpion lollipop things? And I will say that Austin definitely appreciates the arts more so than some of the other towns. These were really cool to see, and I definitely appreciate all of this funky decor to look at. And while I absolutely enjoyed seeing all these new things, I went to retire into this quiet room for a little bit because I do get really overstimulated with all of the things that are happening, all of the new stuff, all of the noises and everything. So I'm really glad that there was a space like this for me to go to. Yes, I am taking a few minutes in the quiet room. I didn't get a chance to meditate this morning because I was in a hurry, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. I usually meditate as part of my morning routine, but because I was traveling this day, I got up and headed straight out the door and didn't have a moment to. Oh my god, could you imagine putting together a whole freaking Lego thing in the airport with a kid? Like, I would go crazy. Here's some more fun art, and another one of these things that I am too short to actually enjoy. There was this fun toy store, and there's some more art. How beautiful is this? I thought these string lights were so cute, and this mural over this wall is awesome. This really looks like just some place that you could go to in Austin. So it was finally time to head to my gate because we were going to start boarding, and I had some meal vouchers, so I bought myself some food. The bread to filling ratio was a little bit off, but other than that, it was pretty good. When I finally landed in Seattle, I instantly felt at home. I
Please stand
don't
clear.
quite know how to describe that feeling
Please hold
other
on.
than it was like I could breathe a sigh
Exit
of
procedures.
relief. I don't
Main
know if it
door
was just because
entry.
the way the place was decorated with all of the art and the fact that I saw queer people as soon as I stepped off the plane. There was just something about this city that just felt very familiar to me, even though I really had only been here one time, and just visiting, I didn't really connect with anything or realize that feeling until now. What I didn't show you is how I got lost and then had to go through 3 different car accidents and 2 different fires, and it took me 3 hours to drive 88 miles, but I was just in awe of the scenery the entire time. It was so beautiful and so
In a quarter
stunning, and I just
mile,
could
turn
not
left.
stop looking at all of the trees and the mountains, and I was actually quite a bit north of Seattle, and so there was less of the city, but it was so beautiful out here. I finally made it to the rehearsal dinner, had a delicious meal, and was able to wind down. This is the view from the restaurant that the dinner was at. And there were just all of these wild blackberry bushes right there. You could see people in the water. I think they were getting oysters or something. And oh my gosh, the hydrangeas all over the place were just blooming and full and so freaking beautiful. Like, this place just blew my mind over and over and over again. Oh, they're over here. Gorgeous, right? Like, I'm like, after dinner, I started heading to my Airbnb. There's a rainbow over there. And just seeing these clouds and how you could see rain just sitting in certain parts and the way that the sun was peeking through the clouds. Ugh, everything was just so beautiful. I was actually trying to get better video of the rainbow, but it was really hard with all of the trees. But I do get a better shot once I am at the Airbnb, and you'll see it here. I just pulled up to my Airbnb and look at this rainbow. Wow, it's so cute. And look, there's kitties. Kitty. This Airbnb was so cute, and I just could not get over the view, the clouds, the mountains, the greenery. And the owner was nice enough to invite me to have some fresh raspberries and blueberries. She said they were just growing like crazy right now, so I helped myself to that. And I went and said hello to the animals. There were goats, chickens, geese, ducks. Also, don't give your finger to a goat unless you want it to chew on it, but well, chew my finger. Lesson learned. They were so cute. Oh, turkeys. I loved this lighting situation that was in this little vanity mirror in the bathroom. And yeah, one thing I have learned about traveling is that I still need to take care of myself. And how that looks for me is to continue doing my skincare, even if I'm so exhausted. I got to sleep with the windows open, and it was so cool in the morning. And there were these deer in the yard, in the garden, eating on the berries. By the way, as a Texan, it totally blew my mind that AC is not common out here because the temperature is usually pretty temperate. And yeah, the lows while I was here was in the 50s. I could not believe it. Check out this deer munching on some berries. Those raspberries were so delicious. And again, just looking at the fog over the mountains, I'm like, oh my gosh, now I kind of see like how Bob Ross had painted so many of the mountainsides, and like this kind of gives me those vibes. I went to a small little coffee stand and got myself some breakfast, and I was also watching this deer who was also enjoying some breakfast. And so I just sat outside while I was eating my breakfast and really just enjoyed the scenery and being in this place. It just felt so cozy and comfy and homey in a way that I did not expect, considering I had never been here before. But wow, this coffee was super duper hot, but it absolutely hit the spot, especially with it being a really chilly morning. And one of these chickens came to check me out. Hi. I'm not even a huge fan of raspberries, but having these right off of the vine, they were so, so good. So I headed off to the ceremony, which was also at a farm. There were some goats over here too. I thought this was such a cute little ritual to have for a wedding. We got to pick a stone and hold on to it and imbue the energy of our wish for the couple, and we would return the stone later on during the ceremony. Here come the grooms coming down the aisle. So we had a moment to be able to get our pictures and videos before the ceremony started. Y'all, I cried so much during this ceremony. It was so beautiful. And this is where we got to take our stones and put them into this vessel with water. So we were all laughing because the whole party was having problems and there was a certain order they were supposed to go in and it kind of got a little bit messed up, but they just went with it. And before I headed to the reception, I decided to go say hi to the goats and feed them this flower. There you go, buddy. I had to stop on my way because this is the Skagit River and it is so beautiful. Look at the color of this. Oh my gosh. Unreal. I bet that water's so freaking cold. And this is where the reception was. There was a little park and wow, the trees. I don't even have words. These trees? Oh my god. I love it so much. Oh my god. We do not have trees like this in Texas where I live, y'all. I just could not get over just how huge these trees were, and I could just feel their energy and like their wisdom and oh my gosh, so beautiful.
Is the last black sandwich. The last good. It's super cold.
I absolutely enjoyed talking to the people that were at my table. They were so lovely, and I really enjoyed all of the dancing. I absolutely had a blast. By the way, I do not drink alcohol anymore, and I was doing all of this dancing completely sober.
Come on, Bobby, let's go party.
We sang a song to send everybody off on their way.
Woo!
Then afterwards, we went
Literally
to the
right
groom's
outside.
place, and I could not believe this is right outside the door of where my friend lives. I'm like, what? You walk
Right
out the
outside the
door, and this is
door.
what you
That's so
see? It was such an amazing and wonderful time. This is afterwards, as I'm heading back to my Airbnb. I realized I didn't even show y'all what it looks like inside, so I'm just gonna show you how cute this place was. It just felt so cozy and homey, and I really enjoyed it. I really liked this bathroom. Something about the floor, especially like in the shower, just felt so nice. And low key, I want to like do my bathroom like this. But it was such an honor and privilege to be able to make it out onto this trip, to be able to stay at this wonderful Airbnb and to witness the love that my friend has with his now husband. And while it was quite a journey to get here, I am so incredibly grateful that I had that opportunity. And the following day, I actually became a published international best-selling author. So, what a way to end this trip, right? And taking one more look in the morning before I head back to Texas. So beautiful. Thanks for joining me.